still not being timed, so I can still talk. That's fine. It's great. So Transition Bermuda literally is based on transition towns, which has become quite popular around the world. Started in Kinsale in Ireland, and then it's moved to the UK, the States, beyond, all around the world. And literally, it's about building resilience within in communities. So getting communities to come up with social answers to their challenges themselves. I am ready. I guess I'm ready. Here we go. So, as I said, there it is. That's what I just said. Anyway, so it's really about adopting ideas and bringing those ideas to the public, but getting people to come up with those ideas themselves in terms of how to improve things socially, economically. So here I am. This is me in my day job. This is what I do at the Department of Energy. A lot of posing. But I'm like any other employee. I go to work 9 to 5. I earn a wage, but I accumulate that. Oh my goodness, that is fast. Okay, anyway. Anyway, that whole thing was about accumulating wealth and accumulating money. But what I'm talking about is actually, what if we took money out of the equation? What if we took the exchange of money? We still provided that service. We still provided what we do, the skills that we have inherently in us, or what we've learned, and be able to provide those to other people. You can tell I didn't go to the practice. Anyway, this is a bank, and I'm going to the bank. So basically, the idea is to take money out of the equation. And what time banking is about is coming out with a virtual bank. So you would take the building out of it, you'd take all of that out of it. And basically, this is how it works. This won't be going on TV. Anyway, we're a little more organized than I am. And we've actually created a website thanks to Time Banks US. And so this is the portal which people would log into to actually document their services. This is me thinking about what services I can provide in terms of to the community and so forth. So I'm pretty good at IT support. I don't do that now, but I think I'm pretty good at it. So I can also paint. I can also do some landscaping. So what I do is I sign into the website. I post those services on the website, and this is outside my regular job, and then I provide the service to someone. So I told you I was good at IT service, right? Very big hammer. Awesome. It's actually called redesigning computers as opposed to fixing computers. Bill Gates still would love me. So someone else sees this service on the website, and they request that I do that service for them. So once I've done that, I come up with a service that I think I need. Some of them are, my bike needs fixed. The other one is, I'm a government employee, I need the government debt fixed. So there I am, trying to work all that out. So I log back into my bank account on the virtual website, and I find out who can provide this service. That's the man. He can provide the service. So there he is providing the service. Once he's provided that service, basically he goes back into the website, he posts that service, and we match it up. Basically, you get credit for the work you do, he gets credit for the work he does, and that's time banking. Now, why do we need it? Why is this necessary? Is this just another tool, another website, etc.? No. What's been proven through the actual why time banking actually started is because there has been a requirement in society through the years for this kind of service. So, man, this is tough. One of the big reasons now is economic. Obviously, we're going through some challenges economically. People won't necessarily can't necessarily afford certain services. Some of us can, some of us can't. Okay, so why not build up a client base of people that can provide the services and those who can't afford it? It's also about getting back to basics. We, as a very small village in Bermuda, we're a very small community. We used to do these services for free instead of buying these services within our families, extended families, etc. We find that that's not actually happening anymore. For some families it does, others it doesn't. So going a little bit wider, this is a little bit in reverse, but rebuilding communities as well. what we actually find is, and there's social studies been done on this through time banking and using time banking as an example, is building that social capital, building those relationships back up between communities and individuals, because we're losing a lot in that communication and actually that exchange. So it facilitates that. Here's another good example in building neighborhoods, getting people together. In this example, there's one person providing a service to lots of people. So the transactions are not necessarily one-on-one. They can be one-on-many and vice versa. So it's quite dynamic as a service. Believe it or not, it is quite popular. You wouldn't believe it from what I'm presenting, but anyway. There's over 260 time banks, 2 countries that actually have time banks. There are actually 276 in the US, 250 in the UK, and this is one of the more popular ones. That one, which is Portugal, and this one is actually in London. This is a lower income community in London, and basically they provide everything from social activities, after school club, basic skills workshops for their community, because they were finding that it wasn't being provided even by the government with budget cuts and everything else. And even semi-famous people have jumped on board with this. You might recognize Diane Sawyer, yes, from ABC. There was a spotlight on Louisville, Kentucky Time Bank recently on ABC News. And again, they've embraced this in a big way. And not only just small services, but doctors, yoga teachers, all of that were actually offering those services. So the big picture is, what can it mean for Bermuda? What would Time Bank Bermuda look like? And that's based on what the members actually bring to the table, what services they provide, how integrated they want it to be in the community. As you've seen from some of those quick examples, it can mean a lot to the island. It does have its limitations, of course, like any technology or any system. Okay, we're talking about an exchange of services rather than an exchange of commodities. So you're not getting something for free. You're actually exchanging your skills and time and your goodwill to someone else. Wow, I got some breath. I can breathe. So that's pretty much it. If you are interested in joining, I'm actually going to give, and I probably won't give it. Next week we're going to present at Pecha Kucha again. Chew Stick. One of the two. Chew Stick next week, and it will be someone who knows how to present a little better than I. And we'll go through actually a more detailed example of how to go through the website, how to log in, how to create a profile, how to create services, how to bank services, and all those sorts of things. So it is legitimate. Don't get me wrong. It's there. You can go and visit the websites. So it's bermuda.timebanks.org. Or you can email me at transitionbermuda@gmail.com if you want more information ahead of time. Thank you. Sorry for the